I met a man, not met a man, I used to know him. He was a judge. And one day he said, I'm passing judgment, left and right, about crime and murder, all kinds of things, but I don't know what truth is. So he said to his family, I'm going away. I'm going to find it. He spent 25 years, these are facts, meditating, find out what truth is. So somebody came, brought him to one of the talks which I was giving, which is important. And he came to see me afterwards. He said, I've 25 years, I've been mesmerizing myself. It's called deceiving myself. I haven't found truth. You understand? There it is. But I'm an old man to realize that he has 25 years deluded himself. To admit that. You comprehend? You see, so when one actually faces the fact that you cannot do anything, monkey, the brain, the inside, apart from the rhythm, comes to says that. No tricks anymore. So this has been the problem of meditation. You know the word? Mm-hmm. I'm not insulting you, so I'm sure you know the word. They have tried every method. You understand? Zen, Buddhist, Tibetan, going off in solitude, following various systems invented by thought, to come up against this, say, look, that's the end.
What can I say? It's not my experience.
He's looking at you.
Well, maybe he's looking at me. It's maybe because we would go back to about halfway our conversation this morning when I said it's not my experience.
Yeah, but what about right now?
Yes, right now.
Right now, in a sense, not in a sense, the stop and now.
Yes.
Now what?
Now what? You cultivate that.
Well, is that cultivation?
I don't know if it's cultivating according to Krishna Ji.
No,
I'm saying according
not
to
according
meditation.
to me, sir.
No.
Not according to me.
No,
we all said
No, I said,
cultivation.
I don't know, according to you. I said
According
cultivation.
To we all agree to, cultivation implies motive, time,
Yes.
and
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
an effort.
And that, I don't see that as an intrinsic problem. The problem would be that motivation would not be cognizant of its limitations. But if a motivation says, I know of my lack of vision, but it is an attitude that makes it possible to constantly come back to that realization of limitation, then that's cultivating a meditative action.
Therefore,
Motivation by itself is not problematic. Motivation is problematic when it's completely devoided of any context of its limitation, when it believes in itself. At least this is as far as, any pragmatic or any practical way of cultivation
we're
goes.
still Not you, sir. The monkey is still active.
Yes. And I said again, I don't see a problem with the monkey acting and being a monkey. The problem is when the monkey is in a little room.
Right,
So
sir?
I don't have any animosity against the
Against
monkey.
being a monkey.
I do have animosity against being constrained.
No, no.
Yes.
I'm not concerned, sir. Now, what do you mean by that word concern?
Constrained, I said.
Constrained.
Constrained in space.
Constrained. eh?
Yes.
Aren't we constrained?
Indeed. And that's precisely what needs to be worked on and dealt with.
No.
Therefore, what really interests me is what are the actual practicalities of cultivating that spaciousness.
That
Spaciousness. Because the monkey is not the problem, the constraint is what makes
see
the
the
monkey
difference?
crazy.
You see the difference? I say it's not the constraint, it's the monkey constraining himself.
All right, it comes to say the same thing.
No,
but
it's
the
a
way
monkey.
to cultivate it is to make room for it, not to hit it on the head.
Monkey cannot make a room for itself.
Oh, I thought we concluded that it can, because its same
No,
intelligence can
we
apply
said-
to see
Sir.
its limitations.
We said whatever it does is limited.
Yes, and when it becomes aware of
that's-
that limitation, there is space right there.
Yes. That's when it becomes aware that whatever it does
It's limited.
is limited.
It creates space right then and
Yes,
there.
yes. All right.
Or isn't that a fact?
If you say
I'm posing you the question, very, very much in the spirit of hearing what you're
I
experiencing.
would question myself whether one has, not you, sir, I'm not trying to be impudent, whether one has really realized the nature of the monkey. The monkey, whatever it does is still the monkey. And the depth of that realization, it may be very superficial or it may be profound. If when it is profound, it has some totally changes one's life. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else.
Now, I guess I am saying that that is possible, but it might not be possible for every human being.
no, I
no,
don't-
hold, wait a second. My experience, and this is all I have, my experience. I cannot go by your experience
Of course
or
not.
anybody else's experience.
No.
My experience is that those realizations come and go and come in different degrees of depth. Sometimes it's a realization of a stupid limitation that I have imposed on myself and I can drop it. Sometimes it can be profound, then it's forgotten again. It is not a one-shot deal. It is not like that.
Yes, sir. I
But even,
understand.
I think you're raising another issue, if we can take a minute, and that is the fact, Krishnji, that you seem to be saying, and that the monkey, when the monkey is the monkey caught up in the monkeyness, in the monkey business, that there is no relationship to the intelligence whatsoever.
It's still monkey.
It's still monkey, therefore there's no intelligence involved. And and in a way that the brain itself, as again coming back to the brain or some of its functions, that when that monkey business is going on, it's all monkey business. Now the question is whether the intelligence comes in and that there is an aspect to the monkey which is intelligent. And therefore that the intelligence appreciates the limitations of the monkey and at the
it can
same
work
time
with it.
knows, yesterday you said, you made a statement yesterday, or our discussion took the statement that the intelligence sees that thought is limited.
No, sir. I said, let's first, we went into the question of intelligence. The intelligence of thought and the intelligence of love.
Right.